guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how you can fix broken makeup products. It can be quite heartbreaking sometimes when you pick up your favorite makeup product and you see it exactly like this, all smashed, and it is quite heartbreaking. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can go from this to this, and you don't even need to use any rubbing alcohol. So if you can't get your hands on rubbing alcohol, or you just don't want to be putting alcohol into your makeup products, then definitely keep on watching this video so you can fix your products without using rubbing alcohol. So all you will need is a little dish or a little bowl, a spoon or anything that has a flat edge to it or a little curved edge so you can press the product into the pan. You will need some water, a quarter of a teaspoon, a tissue so you can wipe up any mess, and obviously you will also need your broken makeup product. So the first thing that you want to do is grab your little dish, then grab your broken makeup product and tip all of the product into it. I did also forget to mention that I am using a skewer stick. You can use a skewer stick or a toothpick, and I'm just using this to scrape out all the excess that is stuck in the pan. So now once you've emptied all your product into the little dish, it should just look like that. So now you just want to go in with your spoon and try and crush up all of the little chunks of powder that you might have. So you want it to be as finely crushed as you possibly can. Now that I have completely crushed up all of my product, you are then wanting to grab your water and your quarter of a teaspoon, and I just add in about 5 teaspoons or quarter of a teaspoon of water, and then you are just going to want to mix it all together. So obviously if you are only trying to fix an eyeshadow, you're going to want to use a lot less water, so I would probably recommend just starting out with 2 or 3 drops of water. But if you are fixing a big product, for example a powder or a highlighter or blush or something like that, then you will obviously need a little bit more water. So I just added in 2 more drops of water. You always want to start off with a little bit and then you can always add more, whereas if you add too much then you can't really take it away, if you know what I mean. And again, you just want to mix it together, and as you can see, it's starting to get more pasty. Now the product should be looking something a little bit like that, so it's quite thick and clumpy now, and that is the perfect consistency because that means you can press it into the pan. So now you just want to grab your empty pan. I just wiped it over with a tissue. You can completely wash it out, but I just wiped it over with a tissue and it is clean enough. And then what you're going to want to do is grab your product and just scoop a little bit of it into the pan. I don't like to add it all in at once because when you add it all in at once, you can't really press it all down very well. Whereas when you add little bits at a time, it's easier to press that down and then come back and add some more. And that way, every little bit of product is getting pressed into the pan, which means it will last longer and will then make sure that it doesn't break again. Unless you drop it, obviously. So now you are just going to want to press it in and try and press it down as hard as you can, just so it's definitely sticking onto the pan. So I have now finished pressing all the product back into the pan. As you can see, it's pretty flat, but there is going to be a little bit of like bumpy bits in it or whatever, because obviously it isn't perfect. I did it myself. It's not going to look exactly the way I bought it, but I think I did a pretty good job. As you can see, it's quite glowy, one because it's a highlighter, and 2, because it is still quite damp from the water. So you definitely want to leave it aside with the lid open and let it dry for about 1 to 2 hours. It depends how much water you added in it as well. So the more water you add, the longer it will take to dry. So when it's completely dry, I will come back and show you guys, and I'll show you guys how it works. Okay guys, so I am now back and the product is pretty much completely dry. It's still a tiny bit damp, but it is pretty much dry. And yes, as you can see, this is what it looks like. It's still very glowy. It hasn't lost any of its sheen at all, so the water hasn't like dissolved the sheen or anything. It still looks perfectly fine. It looks completely normal to when I bought it. Obviously it doesn't look as like perfect and neat, but the color and everything like that still looks exactly the same. And now I'm going to give it a swatch and see how the color payoff is now. So my finger is completely clean. Just gonna give it a bit of a swatch. So there is the swatch on my middle finger, obviously. As you can see, it is still very, very glowy and dewy and gorgeous. A lot of people wonder if you add water or alcohol or anything like that, does it ruin the product? As you guys just saw, the swatch is still perfectly fine. It's still very glowy and gorgeous, and no, the water does not ruin the product at all. You're literally adding the tiniest amount, so it's not going to make a massive difference. It may take away a little bit of the color and pigment, but barely anything at all. And same with alcohol, it pretty much works the same. It's not going to take away any of the color or the pigment. So that concludes this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. As I said, it's a very simple and easy way to fix your makeup products, and you do not need any rubbing alcohol whatsoever. So it's a very inexpensive way to fix your makeup products that have unfortunately broken. So yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also give this video a big thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!